been so long since I started talking about these, and I kept promising, oh, I'll review them, and I'm just now getting to them. I feel like at this point, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll like already know how I feel about these two palettes. If you're more interested in just the swatches, just skip to like right here, so you can just skip me babbling about the palettes. These are the Etude House Personal Color Palettes. This one is in warm tone eyes and cool tone eyes. Obviously, one if you like warm colors, one if you like cool colors. The concept is that if you have like a warm undertone, use this palette, or if you have a cool undertone, use this one. But honestly, I feel like both palettes just work as really good palettes. I don't think it matters what undertone it is. Of course, I guess if you have warm undertones, one will suit you more than the other, but really, I feel like the colors that they put in here are so, like, good. Like, the color scheme is so good that I don't think it even fucking matters. You get 20 grams of product in each palette, and each one has about 1 gram of product, which is pretty good. It retails for, I believe I paid around 40 each. I got this on sale though. The thing is, this was only available online in Korea. I don't know if they have it online. I'll try to search for a link for you. Hopefully there'll be one out there. But I got this on sale, so I think full retail it's about $40-ish, which for a palette like this, bitch, this sounds some like Urban Decor shit. So for me, I feel like that's a really good deal for like all these colors and for like the quality of the shadows. A concern I usually have, let me turn the air conditioner, it's getting hot. A concern for me when it comes to Etude House palettes is usually, well, one, these single eyeshadows are some, like my favorite eyeshadow formulations. They're really soft, smooth, and they're quite stiff in the pan, so there's not too much fallout and like the pigmentation is there. They last pretty well. But of course, as with all eyeshadows, if you put a primer, they work even better. But for how they work alone and for their price and like the color range that they have, I think they're like super great products. But with like their small palettes that they usually come out with each collection, they're just like, it's not there, because I feel like when they formulate eyeshadows for in palettes, of course it's like a different thing. They have to change the formula a little bit for it to be in the palette. So I was a little bit worried that this wasn't gonna perform very well, but girl, she proved me wrong. There's not really much to say in terms of pros. They're compared to like the single shadows, they're actually quite creamy. When you dip a brush in, you'll see in like the swatches, but like there's like fallout, but I feel like if you keep working that fallout that comes off in with your brush or your finger, it kind of melds with the rest of like the shadow that got onto your eye or whatever. And so it's not too bad. Like when I use these palettes, I don't really think, oh god, fallout, because actually, oh god, I'm actually living for this look. Yes! I did this look using the warm palette. I actually use this more than the warm, but for this look, I felt like this would go with like my look that I'm sporting today. Yeah, when I use this, I don't think like, oh god, there's fallout, because there are other stuff that I use when I'm just like, god damn it, all the fallout. But this one, I don't really notice that. I do tap off the excess though. When I dip my brush in, I tap off the excess, so that's one thing. Of course, brush swatches and finger swatches are different. You're gonna obviously get way more pigmentation with a finger swatch, which is what you're gonna see in the video. But with brushes, of course, the mattes are gonna work much better than the more shimmery colors. Each palette has like a really fantastic range of mattes to like kind of shimmers to, I wouldn't say glitters, but like a good range of like satins to frosts and like, I guess, really high shimmer shades. But like, I love the fact that it's not just a lot of shimmery shades, which a lot of Korean eyeshadow palettes tend to have. But this one and the cool one have a fantastic range of mattes in there. Great if you just want to like contour your eyelid, and also if you want to like add a bit of color with, not color, but a little bit of like interest with like the shimmery colors, then you can do that. And I honestly think between these two palettes, if you look from like left to right, they kind of go from lighter to like darker, especially like in the corners here. So I think this would suit like quite a bit of range of skin tones, starting from quite the palest to all the way to like the deepest, darkest skin tones. I feel like you'll get quite a bit of use out of this palette. If you look at like this chunk here, really good for more fair skins. Obviously if you're like between the spectrum, you can tear through this entire palette. And if you have really deep skin, I can really see you getting use out of like this side of the palette. So I'm like for this palette. These palettes. If you're into the whole sort of like boy idol look, etc., or just idol look in general, the warm palette is the palette for you. These are literally all the colors that they always use. Like, they're not that exciting when it comes to makeup, like eyeshadow colors, so you'll get all your colors out of that. If you're like me and you're kind of bored with that, like more on like a daily basis, I think the cool palette is so fucking pretty. I love, like, that's like my aesthetic is like cool colors. I love cool colors, so if you have a bunch of like nudes, you know, browns and things, I think this would be a really awesome change because it's like neutral still, so it's still like wearable, but it has like that pink, purple, bluish undertone. So it gives you that really soft, sultry, like gray, really like insta-baddie look. You know, I think you guys know how I feel. In terms of cons, maybe that with like the more shimmery colors, you might need to build them up a little bit more. But for me, I just use my finger and I put it where I like want to put it on my eyelid. If you want more precision, like I said, with a brush, you will probably have to go in more. But I noticed that if you use like a glitter glue primer maybe, or like you wet your brush with like a setting spray, you get way more pigmentation. So it's a very versatile palette, and like I've used this for about 2 months and I can't think of any like cons, to be honest. I honestly don't even feel like I want to buy any more new palettes because these two, like, they fucking slay my bus, yes! Oh, also, in terms of what brushes to use, it depends on each person. I feel like more densely packed brushes like this one. Let me show you. This one is from Earth Therapeutics Cosmetics, and, you know, these sorts of brushes, the really dense synthetic fiber brushes that can really pick up product. I feel like natural hair brushes are a little bit more flimsy and kind of like, they don't really like pack on the color onto the brush. When you dip into the shadow, I feel like it just doesn't pick up the color the same way synthetic brushes do. So, you know, keep that in mind. So that's pretty much our review. I guess we're just gonna move on to the swatches. So I'm gonna start with the warm palette. I'm gonna go row by row from here down. You might be able to see right here, there's bits of like chunkiness in there. However, if you just, oh my god, what fingers am I using? I feel like if you just work it into the skin, it kind of like melds into itself, if that makes sense. Do you see like the nude right here? It kind of just blends into my skin tone, but... Bitch. Do you see that? Oh my god. Yes! Oh lord. Oh fuck. Good lord. Oh shit, she's running out of hand space. Oh my god, did you see that one? Did you see that one? Oh my god, this is the deepest shade, y'all. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, fuck. Oh mama, ooh, lord, ooh. I'm really sorry for these terrible swatches, but I have like no hand space. But as you can see, oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? You can see they're all super creamy. Lots of great matte shades, lots of great really shimmery shades, frosty shades. Oh my, like metallic shades. Etude House, really? Now we're gonna go into the Cool palette, my personal favorite. Oh my, yeah, I'm like about to pass out. I cannot handle. I'm just like, I can't, oh my god, it's so aesthetically pleasing, I can't. Ooh, fook. That is that's some Urban Decay Naked 3 right there, right there. You see that? Urban Decay 3, where you at, where you at? This would make such a pretty, like, bridal palette. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, here we go. The smoky shades. Ooh, oh shit. Oh god, oh god. Oh fuck. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking come in my, oh, ugh. Oh my god. Holy shit. Bit of fallout, but you can just work it into the eyeball. Oh lord. Bit of fallout there, but you know what? You can just work it in with your brush. Like, it's the kind of fallout that I don't mind, because I know there's lots of like powdery fallout that I fucking hate, but with this one, I don't even mind it, because it doesn't really fall on the face. It kind of just, you kind of just work it in and it will melt into the rest of it, if that makes sense. Y'all, this is seriously giving me like Naked 3 and Naked Smoky palette vibes. I can't, oh my god. Lots of fantastic contouring colors in there for contouring the eyes, giving it shape, definition, sultriness. I fucking love this first row. I love all of them. I can't. I really... I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Stop it. Make it stop. Alright, so I hope you guys found that video helpful. I'll try to find links for it down below. Yeah. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.